Waitress senses something wrong about a family at a restaurant. What she does next saves a life. It was New Year's Day, 2021, at Mrs. Potato Restaurant in Orlando, Florida. A night filled with laughter and families celebrating a fresh start. But waitress Flavian Carvalho noticed a family of 4 that didn't feel right. The parents and their young child were eating happily, yet the older boy sat silently at the edge of the table, eyes down, with no plate or glass in front of him. When Flavian walked over and politely asked why, the father replied coldly, "He'll eat at home later." That answer alone felt strange. But then she noticed something else. A fresh scratch between the boy's eyebrows, a dark bruise near his eye, his shoulders tense, and his face filled with fear. At that moment, Flavian's heart pounded. She suspected the boy was being mistreated by his parents. But to be sure, she pretended to tidy a nearby table, slowly positioning herself behind the parents so only the boy could see her. Then, she grabbed a small scrap of paper and a pen, wrote, "Do you need help? Okay?" and discreetly held it up for him to see. When the boy looked at it, he gently shook his head, no, but Flavian's instinct screamed otherwise. Moments later, she showed the note again. This time, he gave the slightest nod. That single gesture changed everything. Without hesitation, Flavian stepped away and called 911, her voice trembling as she prayed she wasn't too late. Minutes later, officers arrived, and when they asked the boy to roll up his sleeves, the horrifying truth began to unfold. He winced in pain. His arms showed clear signs of repeated restraint and injury. It turned out the family had been living in a hotel, and the man was actually the boy's stepfather, Timothy Lee Wilson, who had kept him in a separate room with the peephole taped over. For months, the boy had been forced to perform brutal military-style exercises, handcuffed to a dolly cart on Christmas Day, and sometimes denied food for days, leaving him 20 pounds underweight. The boy's mother, Kristen Swan, knew about it, but never tried to stop it. In the end, both were arrested. Detective Aaron Lawler later said that if Flavian hadn't acted that night, the boy might not have survived another week. When the story spread, people across the country called her a hero. Her boss started a GoFundMe that raised over $61,000 to honor her bravery, and the state later declared Flavian Carvalho Child Advocacy Day, a reminder that real heroes don't need superpowers. Sometimes all it takes is compassion, a sharp eye, and the courage to act when something doesn't feel right.